Hey guys, Dave here, back at you with another midweek meal. You can whip this up in about, I'd say 25 minutes at the very most. It's ground beef and broccoli, incredibly delicious, and like I say, so fast to do. So let me show you how to do this.
So let's start with about 1/3 of a cup of beef broth. Combine this with 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey just to sweeten up our lives. Of course, you can add more just to make it on the sweeter side. Then a few drops of sesame oil, I'd say 5 or 10, something like that. A teaspoon or 2 of the old ground black pepper. Follow this with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch just to thicken things up. Grab up the old whisker spoon and just combine everything together. Then just simply set this aside for a few minutes. Next up, I'm going to grab up the florets from about a head of broccoli and slip them into a pot of boiling water.
And we're just going to blanch this up for about 3 minutes, guys. You really don't have to blanch it, but I mean, it just makes it that nice and green and makes things a little bit faster. Oh, it's looking nice and green now.
Okay, I said 3 minutes, but 2 is actually better, so we're just going to pull these out and set them aside in a bowl. Because really, personally anyway, I don't want the broccoli too soggy. Okay, next up, into a preheated pan over a medium-high heat with a tablespoon of oil. Throw in an lb or pound of ground beef. Go ahead and break this up. I'm still meaning to get me one of those breaker-upper thingies from Amazon. I'll have to look into that. I know a potato masher will do the trick. I just want the breaker-upper thingies. Anyway, we're just going to start to fry this up.
And I'm just using a medium ground beef here, guys. I mean, you can use lean as well, but it tends to get a little more expensive, the leaner cut you get. So this is going to be just fine.
After about 5 minutes, the beef is fried up, so we're going in with a small chopped onion. 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, because you know me, I just have to have my garlic. And notice here, guys, to saute this up, I shoved the beef to one side. So we're just going to saute this for about 2 or 3 minutes until that wonderful aroma of garlic fills the air, and then just kind of mix the beef and the garlic and the onion together. Oh, this is smelling absolutely wonderful. It's funny, I could just eat this as is, but of course, we're not going to do that. Because we're going to give that sauce one more stir around to make sure nothing's on the bottom, and then throw it over top of that beef. Well, not throw it, pour it, I mean. Then, of course, in with that broccoli that is ever so green from the blanching. Grab up a couple of spoons and just toss everything together. And while I'm tossing, I don't know if you checked out our last video on the easy chicken skillet thighs, but it was so good. Maybe go back and check that out after you watch this. Then you'll have 2 simple, really easy midweek meals. How do you like them apples? Or broccoli, or chicken, I don't know. So what you want to do now, guys, is just reduce the heat a little bit and let this simmer away, I don't know, for about 4 or 5 minutes. But she is looking mighty fine if you ask me. And it's really as simple as that, so we're just going to serve this up over some piping hot rice. But I don't know, you have to admit, this is super simple and it is super good. I dare you to make it. Of course, to finish things off, we have to garnish this up with some sesame seeds, and I'm using white and black here. And there it be, guys, our ever so simple and so delicious ground beef and broccoli. Super easy, super delicious. Simply a must make. But don't go away yet, because we are going to taste it.
All right, let's grab some up here, guys. Got to get some broccoli on there. And, of course, a bit of beef. Oh. And just look at this. This is going to be so good. And it even smells absolutely fantastic. All right, let's give this a taste. For 20 minutes is incredibly delicious. The beef, it's got that sweetness to it, and it's the honey, it's got that hint of ginger, kind of that Asian flair. And the broccoli's done really well. I can't believe it's so fast and so delicious. You got to make this. And if you do, leave us a comment, give us a like, because it really does help the channel out, and most of all, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.